What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand spanking new episode of Worlds TV. If you guys are new, make sure you follow us on our social media platforms, Worlds TV on X and Instagram, and Worlds TV on TikTok. On TikTok, subscribe, like, and comment. Turn on that bell notification right at the top to stay up to date with recent content on this channel. And today we're going to be talking about and looking into further details and information in regards to this Rampage Jackson's son, Roger Jackson's situation after he nearly killed and bludgeoned a pro wrestler to near death in the ring and left him unconscious by the name of Psycho Stu. So I was watching this video from MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, and he found this video from this YouTuber by the name of Man D, who did a full depth analysis into the regards of the whole Roger Jackson situation explained. Now it's about 18 minutes long. For obvious time construction states, I'm not going to play the video in its entirety. I'm going to be skipping around, but he does point out some good points. So now I'm going to play this and then give my thoughts and analysis on the whole situation, what led to Roger Jackson 20 times punching this wrestler and leaving him unconscious, borderline for death in the ring. Here we go.
Roger Obama.
I'm going to skip
AJ
this
takes
part.
Roger to the back to meet the wrestlers that he's familiar with, the ones that he actually knows.
As Presidente, I fucking hate you. I hate this dude. Worst.
And that's when Psycho Stu decides to come up behind Roger, stick his belly out, hands at the hips to get some camera time. Roger, unfazed, not caring, just decides to keep talking to the dudes until Psycho Stu decides to take matters into his own hands.
Where's the real McKill at? Where's he at?
You don't need to worry about him. You need to be worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
I'm going to pause it right there. So clearly it seems like this guy is drunk. But again, I talked about a little bit in my last video was that Psycho Stu thought that this was a work, that he thought that Roger Jackson was a wrestler, at least somebody trying to become a wrestler, because Roger Jackson was there to support his friend wearing that cowboy hat that he had a wrestling match that day. And so Roger Jackson is not a big wrestling fan. He only came to support his friend. And so when Psycho Stu saw the cameras rolling, he's like, oh, maybe this guy's, recording something for content. This could be a good thing to further promote the wrestling company, the match, the event for later on tonight. He did not know that Roger Jackson was not a wrestler, was not a worker. So he's going to be explained later on in this video. Here we go.
I think that's what. Oh, you don't know it?
This is where things start to go south. Unfortunately, the dude was probably pretty drunk already, didn't know what was going on, and saw the camera and Roger and thought that this was some sort of skit or that Roger was another pro wrestler recording something for the promotion. The worst part about it being that this guy took one of these prop cans to Roger's head, not knowing that Roger was already recovering from a concussion that he got in light sparring from a spinning kick.
Now, here's the thing. If he was still recovering from a concussion while sparring from a spinning kick, he should not. A, he should have said something about it. And B, that still did not give him a reason to black out and pretty much almost bludgeon the guy to death. That doesn't give him an excuse. Now, I get it. That situation, if the person didn't know that you're not a worker, not a wrestler, and they hit a prop can over your head, I'll be pissed off too. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck was that? But later on, he did apologize to him, say, hey, man, I thought you were a worker. My bad. I saw the cameras rolling. I thought you were recording something for content. That could have been more promotion for said wrestling company for tonight's matches, for tonight's event. He apologized, but that still does not give Roger Jackson the green light, the excuse to do what he did to that man.
It's a couple days ago.
No, I didn't go with my pops.
All right, I'm going to skip around.
Take a break to bring you.
Because you just talk about
it's not one of the workers.
He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? No, he's not.
Now you hear the guy saying, are you going to sell it? If you guys don't know what selling means in wrestling terms, is to embezzle, is to act like a hit hurt, like if you get punched in the face, they don't really punch you in the face, but you're supposed to go, oh shit, it hurts. If they kick you in the stomach, pretend that it hurts. That's what it means. So he's like, hey, you're not going to sell it. What are you doing? And Roger's like, bro, I'm not a fucking wrestler. What the fuck was that? That's what that means for guys who don't know what selling means in professional wrestling terms.
Bro, what the fuck was that? Hold on.
And that's the guy in the cowboy that Roger's friend, who's Roger's friend that he came to see for that wrestling match that he was in.
I don't play that shit, bro. No, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
No.
We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro. I don't play that shit.
Sorry, bro.
After telling Raja that he didn't know who he was, Stu then gets reprimanded by AJ. AJ gets pretty upset and lets him know that he's just a worker and that he needs to not be on all the time.
I'm good. Apologize for that. Man. Fix that. You hear me?
Yeah.
So you hear him say, "Yo, apologize, fix that." You hear me? And then he later does.
Tracy. Sawadiko. Good, dude.
Nah, fuck that, dude.
No, so Stu poquito.
Then the Samoan aunt tells that Stu does this all the time and constantly mistakes stuff for being a part of the storyline.
Sorry about that.
Again, you hear that. He says Psycho Stu, the guy who hit Roger over the can with the prop can, takes it too seriously because he always mistake things that are not a work as an actual work because wrestling is his passion. Now I'm gonna go to a quick, divergent here. For you guys who don't know, this is who Psycho Stu is. His name is Stuart Smith or Stuart something like that. He is a former military, a former army vet. So he served the country, and he literally said that he has suffered from PTSD. So he's a former veteran who suffers from PTSD. And then when he came back home, all types of fucked up mentally because he's seen some gruesome shit. Wrestling was a way to help him out. And so that's why he does it. Here's a video of what he said. So look at this.
I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military. I joined Knox Pro.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to maximize this. There we go.
9. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military. I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as.
So again, you see why he does and why he takes it so seriously, because again, suffer from PTSD, former army veteran, seen all types of fucked up shit, especially you go in the military, army, navy vet, they fuck you up. You see dead bodies, head getting blown off. It's a very, very gruesome sight. And obviously, military, our former army, navy veterans do not come back the same after seeing such a gruesome, horrific scene. So here it goes back to the video explaining the whole situation.
He always think that we're working over here like it's part of the fucking storyline.
What kind of homo thug shit?
Rampage. And so
And so you see, Psycho Stu extends his hand, trying to shake Roger's hand and say, "Yo, my bad, bro. I apologize. I did not know that you were not part of the wrestlers. I thought you were. I saw the cameras rolling, so I thought this would have been a good idea to do some type of extra content, some more promotion for tonight's wrestling event that we are having."
No, bro. Go ahead, Stu.
And then Roger Jackson's like, "Nah, bro, fuck that. Didn't want no part of that apology."
After getting rejected twice, Stu realizes that Roger was having no parts of his apology until somebody suggests that Roger can interrupt his match and give him his receipt Then Roger accepts the apology.
I appreciate it.
So if you guys don't know what a receipt in pro wrestling terms means, it means that you actually get back the person who got you. So like, somebody hit you a little bit too hard, you hit them back just as hard, tell them to calm down. If somebody kicked you a little bit too hard and it hurt, you kick them back just as hard, tell them to calm down. So it's just you hitting them back for real. That's what the definition of a receipt. You get what you give.
I didn't know. I just thought you were first.
I get it. We're working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, too. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're always working. So we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your mat so we can fucking seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, now you just involved fucking Rampage himself.
So you see that. So Roger accepts Psycho Stu's apology, and then the guy to the right of the screen was like, "Hey, you can get involved in his match and try to make a storyline angle out of this. This is captured live on your stream." Because everybody knows wrestling is all about storylines, fake beefs. It's for entertainment purposes. So he's like, you're going to come in, slam the guy, maybe, give him a little nice nudge or two, and then go home. But that's obviously not what Roger Jackson did. So now I'm going to skip ahead. His friend with the cowboy hat say, "Hey, when you go in there and get involved in this match, you fucking nail him." Again, unwanted peer pressuring and bad advice from a friend / pro wrestler.
You know
That's what I'm saying.
So he don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt. Don't tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Tag his shit.
So you heard what he said. If anybody got a problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. He did not know that Roger was going to land 19 other punches that connected clean to not only his face, his jaw, his cheekbone, and everything else that was attached to his fucking body. So we're going to skip around. So this is just him sitting, waiting, and then he gets a call from his dad, Rampage Jackson, because Rampage Jackson at the time was also on his stream with Sneeko, and he got wind of this because people in his chat comment section was going crazy. Hey, your son got hit over with the fucking beer can. Your son is this and that. Your son's a bitch. Your son's a pussy. Here we go.
I'm watching my son's stream. Where the fuck? Oh, he at the pro wrestling thing.
I'm good, King. I'm good.
I looked at his stream.
Sorry.
No, it's too loud.
Apologize, right?
So that's when he calls his son.
Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights, nigga?
You said what?
Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights?
No.
Why didn't you tell me?
No.
You got a problem. Do I need to send my goons over there?
No.
This is crazy. I thought we were a family, y'all.
Did
What is going on
your coach take care of everything?
I apologize. So let me put
Yeah,
y'all
I'm
in the
straight.
right direction.
I looked at your stream because my chat was going crazy. And then by the time I popped in your stream, you was hugging on a dude in some damn tights.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Man, you shut the fuck up. I looked at your stream.
Now, see, this right here is where Rampage Jackson's in the fault. You cannot be a father and a best friend with your son talking crazy like that to him. You can't be talking to how you talk to your best friend to your son, talking about shut the fuck up. Did you get jumped by a whole bunch of dude in tights, calling him the N-word? Bro, this is not your best friend. He's your child. You are allowing this type of behavior for him to be an animalistic lunatic. You did not control his behavior when he was growing up to now to the point where he's a 25-year-old man, not a kid, a man, for him to do something that could possibly get him life in prison. Imagine if he had connected a couple of those punches to that man's temple. We'll be having a very different conversation right about now. He will be looking at murder charges, first-degree murder charges. I understand you want to be cool with your son. I get that. That's all dandy. But especially you are live on a platform with hundreds of thousands, not millions of people seeing you. You can't be talking to how you talk to your homeboys to your son. That's your son. Be like, hey, yo, son, you okay? You need me to send anybody there? You need me to come down there, check some people out? Okay, you good? Just want to make sure you're good. You can handle yourself? Cool. You got your train there? Cool. Handle what you got to handle. But then you talk about shut the fuck up, nigga, you this and that. Bro, that's not your homeboy. That's not a high school friend of yours. That is your child. You are the parent. You are the adult. You are the father figure. Act like it. Him trying to be best friends with his son and not checking his son when he was growing up to now, he is part in creating this monster. Your son is not your best friend. He is your child. Point blank, period, man.
You were hugging on some dudes, some booty shorts.
I wasn't fucking hugging on nobody.
I saw you, nigga. I saw you hugging on your coach.
You have some sexual fantasies. You need to stop that shit.
No, I don't got no sexual fantasy, nigga. I got some eyeballs.
You can't be talking like that to your son. You can't be talking like that to your father. What type of relationship that they had between you two that they could be talking crazy to each other like they some homeboys who had a bar drinking together? That's not the type of relationship a father and son is supposed to have, because again, Roger Jackson is allowed this behavior because his father, Rampage Jackson, did not check that shit when he was growing up. So he is in part to creating a monster, a lunatic, thinking, well, if my dad, is allowing me to go and fuck people up without any type of consequences and be a rebel, be a lunatic, be a menace to society, well, I could be that too. No, you can't, because there's consequences to every decision that you fucking make. And there's going to be dire consequences coming up soon in this video. Let's continue.
Making shit up. I ain't make nothing up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, was you not around a bunch of dudes with some damn
I had a fucking pro wrestling show.
Oh, yeah, the pro wrestling show.
And the thing is, Rampage Jackson knew about that. You saw your son stream say, oh, yeah, he's at that pro wrestling event. He even said that. So then why did you feel the need to call your son, to belittle him, to harass him, to make fun of him while you're also live on your stream with hundreds of thousands of viewers, talking crazy like that to him, demasculating him? Again, he said that, oh, he apologized. He was good, after taking that prop can to the head. But clearly he was not entirely good. He was still feeling some type of way about that. He was still feeling sensitivity about that, especially with his father calling him and clowning him. I'm pretty sure that Roger Jackson, I don't know him from a can of paint. I'm pretty sure that Roger Jackson looks up to his father. He wants to be like his father, but he wants to get it on his own. But when you have your father who is talking to you like a homeboy and cursing at you, that is going to rub you the wrong way. That's going to guilt trip you into doing something stupid. That's going to peer pressure you into doing something stupid. Your father's not your fucking homeboy. Your father should not be acting like your homeboy. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over and over again. Rampage Jackson not checking his son when he was growing up allowed this lunatic ass behavior to happen. So we're going to skip this because he knew. All right, we're going to skip this. Now, here's Roger Jackson sitting down, watching the fight.
Crash out I am. Now I get a chance to get in the ring and do this and do some shit to him. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. I don't know.
Now you see, he's reading the comment section. He's getting easily triggered into doing something he should not do. He got easily bullied and peer pressure because his emotion was all over the place. He could not control his emotions as a young man. And the chat, the internet, strangers that he never met, doesn't know from a can of paint, peer pressured him, bullied him into doing something that he's going to have to take the fall for all on his own. Reading chat talk about, oh, I'm about to knock the fuck out this guy. Watch how much of a bitch I am. Bro, nobody... Why you listen to people on the internet? You got rage baited into doing something that's going to have severe consequences, not only to you, to your brand, to your reputation, and to your father's brand, name, and reputation. You have to think before you do shit. I understand when emotions are high, logic is low. But this is also damn near incriminating. Because especially if, let's just say, I believe LA County, LAPD is investigating this situation right now. All of this is on the internet for public consumption. So they're going to be looking at his stream, past recordings of his stream, and saying, oh, this could be a premeditated murder, premeditated aggravated assault because you sat there. We'll say, oh, I'm about to go rock his shit. I'm about to go beat the fuck out of him. Saying all this type of shit after there's also footage of you accepting his apology and shaking hands. Saying, oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you apologizing. We all good. To now going back on what you said to that man. So this is going to be further incriminating towards him because, like, well, hold on. You talk about you're going to do all this and that to him. When you get in the ring to get involved with something that's supposed to be a short angle. And you came in here, damn near almost gave that man a fucking coma because you can't control your emotions. This is going to fall under the terms of premeditated assault and murder. Let's continue.
The spot in the
exactly. Watch. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Straight up. Tell me to fake him. They say I can hit him for real. Exactly. People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Straight up, bro.
Crash Out Central. He said, hey, people think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Crash Out Central. So again, further evidence and to prove that this was premeditated. This was pre-planned. All they gotta do is play back previous corner stream if this goes in the trial and say, oh, you wanted to take that man out. And this was hours after he apologized to you and you willingly accepted his apology that was also all caught on video. This motherfucker is not smart. He is a dumbass. He may fight. He may have, MMA octagon smarts, but he doesn't have street smarts.
I'm just really, like I said, guys, I'm really fucking humble at the end of the day.
We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip to the part where he gets involved because the videos are starting to go look too long. Here we go. Now, here's the thing. I don't know why the referee did not try to get Roger Jackson off him, because you're clearly right there. You see that man is unconscious, not moving, as he's landing about 10 haymakers that all connected to his face, his eyes, his chin, his head. Why don't you try to pull that man off? He's like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. This ain't part of the show, because everybody knows wrestling. All the referees, anybody in that ring isn't involved with what's going to happen next, because it's a show. It's scripted. It's predetermined. If you seeing that man wailing on somebody and the guy's not moving, you be like, yo, hold, calm the fuck down now. You're going a little bit too rough. This isn't part of the show. This isn't part of the script. You allowed that man to connect 10 haymakers, and he just watching, hey, oh, stop, Roger. Stop attacking him. Bro, get that motherfucker off him. Get that lunatic animal off him. What are you doing? And now you see all the wrestlers coming in and say, hey, I don't think this was part of the show.
Hey, you gotta stop this shit, man.
And you see, I don't know if you guys can really see that this man is unconscious, bleeding. He hasn't moved since Roger came in and slammed him on his head and landed about 20 haymakers left and right that all connected to his face. He is on the mat unconscious, hasn't moved, and is starting to bleed profusely. This calls for aggravated assault and possible premeditated murder, along with assault and battery charges, especially with everything else that was caught on his live stream, with him apologizing, Psycho Stu apologizing to Roger, with Roger accepting an apology and saying, hey, man, you're going to come involved in this match, get a little bit, it's not going to be real, and then we can make a storyline out of it. Roger was only supposed to give that man one receipt, one real punch, maybe a little, tap. Hey, yo, next time, be careful. But he landed 20 punches that all connected. Not one of them missed. Wow. That's crazy. Now we're going to skip this because we already see what happens. He's getting exited by him and his trainer and the guy he's training with. And again, that's just them fast forward, and that's not me. So this is when Roger Jackson is out on the streets, and he gets a phone call, I believe, from his friend, who is that pro wrestler in that pro wrestling promotion.
Tell the motherfuckers playing with me, bro.
Oh, this was when he continued to crash out.
One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We leaving, man. We walking away, bro. Let's not take a shit. Let's go.
Now, that wrestler came and said, come over here if you want your viral moment. I mean, Roger already had his viral moment. He fucking 20 punched that guy to his face and left him unconscious. But a lot of people believe that he was there trying to stall until the cops came, because best believe the cops were called and they were looking to arrest somebody. Once they hear, oh, punches were landing, oh, somebody was bleeding, laid out unconscious, yeah, charges will be filed. Charges will be filed. Now, in regards to Roger Jackson's crash out, this is somebody, again, who's 25. He's not a kid. He's a grown-ass man. He could start a family. He could live on his own. He could buy a house. He could do all the things that an average adult can do. This is not a kid. So we should not be treating him like he's under 18 years old. He's a 25 grown-ass man. And as a grown-ass man, you're supposed to be in charge and handling of your emotions. Again, Rampage Jackson wanted to make all these fucking excuses on X, talking about, oh, My son had a concussion. Oh, I don't condone what he did, but you know what he did was wrong. But then making up a whole bunch of thousand excuses again, you also played in part into what your son became. Because had you had controlled his emotions and checked them growing up, he wouldn't have acted the way he did now. He wouldn't have went out and connected 20 punches to a defenseless guy who was literally laid out in the ring and not moving. But because when you have a father who enables your destructive behavior, you get a destructive person. If Roger Jackson suffered a concussion while he was sparring and was still recovering from it, he should not have blacked out and punched that man 20 times in the face. Now, I get it. When, you know, you have head injuries, you're not thinking straight. I understand that. But he should say, yo, man, I just recovered from a concussion, bro. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck did you did that? He's a grown-ass man. He can speak for himself. He's not a baby. He's not a child. So, again, as understandably upset as he should have been by getting that prop can hit over his fucking head because he didn't know that he was a wrestler, that he was not a wrestler, you should be like, yo, I'm just recovering from a concussion. That wasn't fucking cool, bro. Next time, watch your fucking self. Boom. But then this was hours. You accepted that man's apology. You were in the right headspace to accept that man's apology. And then hours came by and you got rage baited by your own father and your own chat to do something destructive. You can't get away with shit like that. And he even, Rampage Jackson, even got fucking ratioed by X, by the community notes. Talk about the incident prior to the wrestling match in the ring occurred hours beforehand. Rampage institutes that the two events occurred closely in time, as if his son's actions were an immediate response to something which is false. Rampage, I think they meant Rogers. They think they meant to say Roger. Roger's actions were premeditated, not heat of the passion. You know it's bad when you get checked by community notes on X. Let's go back to the video. So he gets there, they tell him wait. They say, Roger, get away. Come on, we gotta go. Rampage Jackson gets a hold of this and he sees the video next to look. Nico had to look away.
Roger might go to jail. He might get banned off kick too.
Man, fuck getting banned off kick, motherfucker. You should be thinking about that man your son nearly killed. Why is the kick the second thing that came out your mouth? You should be like, yo, Roger need to go apologize to that man and make sure that he was okay. Because what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Roger might go to jail for aggravated assault, but I hope that man is doing okay. That man that he fucking punched to his face 20 times. Sheesh. And then again, this is the same Rampage Jackson who weeks before said that he got bail money for his own son because he know that his son, Roger, is a crash out. Take a look.
And his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So don't fuck with him. If you go to
You heard that. That man said he got bail money for his son because he knew he was going to college. He knew that his son's a crash out. He knew that his son's a mentally unstable person who should not be walking the streets next to residents. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, you know, oh, this is the last reaction to after he gets that phone call saying, yo, the guy's not moving. He's flatlined. Take a listen.
Hello? Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
You didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to.
The man doesn't even say, I'm sorry. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I lost control of my actions. I apologize. Let me go check on him. Let me offer to pay his hospital bill. Just my bad. Just my bad. Whoo. What a unique individual this person is. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's it. We got the rest of it. I hope that his son goes to jail. He deserves to go to jail. He's a fucking crash out. He's a menace to society. Any man, this is a prime example that any man who cannot control his emotions is a dangerous person to society. A man who's unable to control his emotions and just acts pure in his emotions is a violent and destructive individual that does not need to be walking the streets next to other individuals. His son needs to go to prison. His son needs to face charges for aggravated assault, domestic violence, not domestic violence, but aggravated assault and battery, attempted murder, and whatever else they could come up with. Because this man damn sure had to at least suffered a broken jaw, a definitely black eye, and possibly a broken nose and any other severe injuries that may have fucked him up for the next couple of weeks as he recovers. But let me know what you guys think about this incident. Do you agree, disagree with my commentary? Now that you guys got more insight on the situation in regards to Rampage Jackson's son, Roger Jackson, what do you think? Do you still on the side of Psycho Stu? Are you on the side of Roger Jackson? Or are you still indifferent? Please leave your comments down below. Subscribe, like, and comment. I will catch you guys next time. Stay safe. God bless. Peace. I'm out.